Hey guys, this is Tigress, and welcome back to episode 26 of Minecraft New Adventures. And first of all, I said it in the Overwatch video yesterday, Overwatch stream yesterday. Monday's episode 25. I stated I wasn't going to go into politics. I wasn't going to have a conversation about politics. Ended up doing it, and I'm apologising in advance. I went off on a ramble, kind of wish I didn't. If episode 25 doesn't stay on the channel permanently, then that's why. Also, if you do hear anything, it's the fan. The UK households do not have, and I will continue to say this until summer ends, because even though I was born in summer, I don't like the hot weather. Never have. I personally believe I'd rather be freezing cold, need to warm up, than be absolutely sweating and need to cool down. Also, guys, I'm saying now, I'm apologising in advance if streams either start lagging or in general starts to, don't say play up. Basically, I don't know why, but from what I can tell, it might just be my phone, but from what I can tell, the internet's playing from my mobile, at the very least. I've not noticed no problem with playing online games on PlayStation, but time to jump into the pool. Which is, yeah, so other than that, I'm also going to briefly go over, we did do the wooden fences last stream. At some point, I do plan to terraform that all the way back. I might do that in between, after today, like in between this and next stream. But the first things I will be doing in between streams is sitting at the iron farm. And see, the reason I say terraform this back is because I kind of want to build the dragons sort of like, I want to build it like sort of like at the right back of the house and just have it as this massive, giant, enormous sort of thing. Will it turn out how I expect, how I'm describing it? No, it 100% won't. But I essentially want like this ginormous, like sort of barn sort of design. Will I end up making the exact same thing? Who knows? But I very much do doubt it. There's also the pass that I did at the start of last episode, and there was also not start of last episode, in between 24 and 25. And quickly, just for the fact of, also, these are here because I got fed up of villagers walking in and out and just leaving my doors open. I'm pretty sure we also did the wheat farm in between last episode. But the reason I did it, I like this and I do overall think this looks nice. And part of me is tempted. But then you have the ugly ass dirt under there. And this looks a bit more like I've put some effort in instead of just going, here's some dirt, I've just got to wait for it to go grass. So I can then, tile it. This at least looks nice. The chicken pen is almost done. But annoyingly, I don't know where the goddamn chicken went. Like, it was in here, and it's like, that's not deep enough. So, annoyingly, one of the first things we are doing is, well, first of all, we're going to, let's say, like, who the hell's it? It's like, oh, it's just the cats. Oh, that's fine. Every single time. Dude, it's not your bed. See, I don't get why the villagers will willingly walk over to this bed instead of willingly, going over to the houses. Empty bed. Empty chest, but okay. But, like, I don't get it. I also did say there's a potential chance, and I say potential. What will happen is the blacksmith here And the blacksmith, like, what will happen, and I kind of don't want to, but I probably will, either A, terraform this down, but, like, if I terraform it down, it's overall will look more ugly. So B, what I probably will do is not terraform it down and link it all up properly and make it look good. And by link it up all properly, I mean have like that path connect up to like there, have it all properly done. But the reason I haven't done it yet is because like this blacksmith is 100% getting moved, and where I'm going to move it to is probably just up against this back wall. See, what will happen is I can't do the glass because I don't have a silk touch pickaxe, but I can get more glass. But what I will do is essentially do a build for build. I'll take those, place some, take those, place some, take those, place some, take the roof, place some. But that's for a future thing. This is also probably going to stay, but I probably will upgrade it and make it a little bit bigger. And make it into like a guest house. But annoyingly, one of the first things we've got to do today is go and get some more chickens. Now, I do have a lead. I'm saying I have a lead. I had a lead. I don't know whether I still have one, because it's depending on whether I placed it back. I did. Basically, guys, the reason I'm saying I don't know whether I placed it back is because if you go back, I can't think exactly when. Basically, go back to... I can actually just double check. Because I know exactly when, because it was the first video on taming the dragons. Yeah, if you go back to like episode 22 and onwards, so most of the series, I had a few different things in my inventory. Basically, I added the How to Train Your Dragon add-on, and I don't know why, but after that, I logged back on and everything with that inventory was just gone. And I'd already built the iron farm, so it wasn't too much of a problem. Instead of whining, bitching a lot, I was like, you know what? I'll take 3-4 things out of creative, which was basically, I think, a fishing rod, and like some arrows and some food. You know what? I wasn't going to put the chicken in the chicken pen because it's like, it'll be annoying when building. But it might also chuck some eggs in there. And this is the first time where I've seen it essentially disappear out of thin air. What I'm presuming has happened is the gate was left open, it ran out. Although I know it did at one point and it was put back in. Correction, I know exactly what happened. Basically, guys, what I am going to have to do for the chickens now, which I will do now, in about 2 seconds, is, if you've never seen anything to How to Train Your Dragons, in an episode of Rider/Defenders of Burr, not going to go into the full episode, it's been out for years, so it doesn't make a difference, so it's the reason I'm not saying spoiler warning. In the actual, like, the one episode, I can't remember what episode it is, Fishlegs mentions to Hiccup that someone's getting faster, and Hiccup's like, wait, me and Toothless getting slower? It's like, no, Astrid and Stormfly are getting faster. Hiccup wondered why, turns out it was because of chicken. So, Deadly Nat has loved the stuff, which means, I'm presuming a Deadly Nat has flown down and killed my chicken. So, what I'm gonna do is put a roof on top of the chickens, and what I didn't want to do, because it felt like imprisoning them, is I'm gonna imprison them. The design, I know how I'm gonna do it. Basically, on a world I potentially might end up showing in the future, maybe, I don't know. I built a fox enclosure, and instead of letting the foxes have fresh air, I don't know why, but I decided to go fancy and sort of encage it by using fences for their intended purpose. It's then a design that I've then used probably several different times on Ark. Because guys, if you wanted to build a literal simple like wall around your base, you have a couple options. You can go around and use foundations, ceilings, pillars to essentially, and then use like large walls to essentially block everything up and make it look all personally ugly. Or you can do what I choose to do, and quite simply, I'm going to cut this tree down. I'm going to hate every minute of it, but I'm going to do it. Quite simply, what I choose to do is just use railings, and they're basically railings and fences. In Ark, that's railings. I know there's a difference between railings and fences, but for this point of conversation, they're the same. Now, the reason I don't like cutting big trees down is because it's annoying. But to be fair, the design I'm going to do is going to be slightly similar to what I eventually do with this, so you will get to see that. See, I was going to go and track down, Toothless today, because, like, that's important, that I want to get done. But, not having my chickens instantly slaughtered every 30 seconds is also very important. Also, the only other thing you missed me do was waste a good portion of iron. Because I was like, you know what, I want to make 32 rails. Because why wouldn't I? I honestly did it by accident, like, I misclicked, and it's like, god damn it, this is annoying. But you stupid nada. See, that nada there is a stupid nada because it killed chicken I was trying to go after. Strafe, my lovely, deadly nada, who's got me from place to place on several occasions. He's a good nada, but a stupid nada ate my chicken. Now, getting to why I hate cutting down these ginormous trees, and you get to see it. Normally, I would literally just choose to burn it. But the reason I'm not going to do it is, I burn this, that burns that. And then all it takes is for that to catch fire, and then that to catch fire, and then that to catch fire. Then everything is then on fire, and it's like, great. Although, guys, one thing I am happy, like, not happy about, but, like, happy it happened, like, happy it didn't happen at another point. When I did lose everything, I wasn't completely snookered. I wasn't completely, like, stuck. It wasn't like I had nothing or I had all my good stuff on me. Which, yes, it's annoying. I lost a few things, but I can easily enough get all that back, and for the most part, I got most of it. The only thing I haven't got back that I did lose was a diamond pickaxe. Which, slightly annoyed about. Not completely. I forgot about it until mentioning it now. But, like, because of having the iron farm, it's like, because of having the iron farm, it's like, oh no. What I am going to try and do is basically just search for all of them, because But yeah, guys, I didn't have too many good things on me. It was just a set of iron armor, which I have basically replaced. But yeah, guys, today we're going to be a tiny bit more positive because I wouldn't say I hate being negative, considering I'm negative a lot of the time. But like that's for a good reason. But yeah, guys, I'm not negative all the. I'm not negative all the time. I'm just. If something seems like a decent thing, but could very much be too much of a good thing, I'm one of those people that's like, yeah, this is 100% like a scam. Also, the only thing that probably that if you didn't see episode 25, and the reason I'm recapping a lot of stuff that happened in 25, because part of me is like, do I just private the video considering like I'm up in harm, like not up in harms, but I'm like, I'm not 100% happy how it was. I went into a rant. I'm not happy about the fact of like I let stuff that I don't quite frankly care about at the end of the day. Because guys, I 100% believe in why let something that I have no control over worry me. Why give something power when I can't control it? I'll use probably a stack, maybe 2 stacks of wood, but I might try and save a spare stack because I'm gonna need more chests again in the next episode. Guys, we are officially on day 200, which does mean I'm now more than happy to go back and start doing stuff in between episodes again. Basically, before 100 I wasn't anyway, but like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then day, if we do ever get to say day 1000, like day 900 and all that, like 800, 900, all that lot, I want to be on stream because I think it's kind of memorable. But yeah, guys, so there was a 100% like literal case of a literal different plan. I'd rather get more wood than need to come back and make more. But yeah, why there was a literal different. Presumably a villager, different plan. Because I did want to go try and track down the Night Fury, like Toothless, because like it's been long enough. I kind of want to. See, why I can't 100% say... I'd rather have, you know, Deadly Natters just literally, like, over the top of the thing, trying to eat my chickens, than actually have them eat my chickens. Although, if I wasn't as much of a, like, because I love the How to Train Your Dragon series. Overall, between shows that I like now, liked as a kid, it's probably my second favorite franchise. Now, the important bit isn't can I get in and out, the important bit is it possible? Yes, it is. Chicken, come with me. I have scaffolding, and I 100% could be using scaffolding, and I am gonna for the roof. See, kind of now, annoyingly, this is gonna look slightly uglier. And I don't mean it as in, like, a bad build-wise, I just mean a case of, compared to the rest of the builds, it's gonna stand out, which is a pro and a con, and the pro side of it is it's gonna stand out. People are gonna be like, oh my god, what is that? And the downside is people might also go, oh my god, what is that? Compared to, oh my god, what is that? Like, they might be excited to see it, but they might not. The reason I've chucked the chicken in there right now is literally just a case of there are currently like 2-3 rows of hoppers. I'm hoping, first of all, I'm hoping that there is how much cherry wood do I have? I'm hoping that it lays like half its eggs in the hoppers. See, why I think trapdoors would work and it'd give me 12? No, 24. Why am I tempted? I want to, like, actually, if you, yeah, I can make that work. I was like, did I do, like, was it a bad choice? And this, no, I can make it work. Plus, this way it won't look as, like, a case of, you engaged your chickens. It's like, no, I've done it for their protection. Plus, they have air vents. See, there's one particular cherry tree that I don't want to cut down, and it is that one, because it's also a crap with an acacia tree, which means next time I need acacia wood, that's going to be fun. But, like, I typically don't build out, like, out of acacia wood. It's not the fact that I don't like it, it's the fact of, like, if I want to build out a like grey wood, like a grey like texture, then I will. If I want like a more orangey thing, then I will. But I kind of noticed that if I want the same sort of like reddy like texture, but I want it out of wood, I will generally go to cherry. Now, the only annoying thing out of cherry is, I don't know why, but you would tend to get from one tree about 1,000,000 bloody saplings. On the world that I did show off, which was an old world, if anyone was questioning why there was like, 30,000 cherry trees, yeah, that is quite. Yeah, we'll do this one. That's quite simply. I probably will also cut down the one next to it too, and just let them, But yeah, that's quite simply because what happened was, I'm pretty sure it was just because of me. Don't think it was because of anybody else. Was I was like, you know what? Let's go and plant every single sapling I get from a cherry tree. And I don't know why I was using a good bit of them. Like, thinking of it now, it's like, why was I building out of cherry trees a lot? And it's like, I don't really know. I'm also going to try and sleep when I can. But yeah, like, I don't actually know why I was. I think it was just a case of, this is a new wood, I want to build out of it. Also, guys, the only reason that I'm doing a chicken pen now and not going and being like, I'll do it in between, it's like, considering that's what I've said for the dogs. It's quite simply, the chicken will take me about 30 seconds. The dogs, it's like, what wood do I want to build? What wood do I want for, like, this evening? I keep forgetting I've got cocoa. I don't think he can get in. Also, as normal, the sweet berries are basically my only food source. Also, guys, I hope everyone is enjoying the additional Overwatch streams that are happening. Because I don't know why, but season 17, like, of Overwatch, I'm like, yeah, I'm really liking this season. It's been out for like 3 days. I don't think it was because of the season. I think it was got to like near the end of last season. I was like, I'm really in the mood to play Overwatch again. Because, guys, Overwatch is, for me, it's always been that sort of game where it's like, yeah, I want to, play a shooter game. Or, yeah, I want to play like a strategy-based, like team comp strategy-based game. Compared to what it is now for me is, well, time to do some stuff, time to do my dailies to get the battle pass done. Because for a good while, loot boxes got taken out. I don't know what part of free-to-play meant loot boxes couldn't be in the game, but who knows. But the last couple of seasons of Overwatch have been like, I'm hoping it's not just a case of beginning season, like, sort of, yay, this is a really cool beginning season. See, I love the dragon mode for this, but knowing the fact that at any point, if I'm just trying to transport a chicken back to a pen, that chicken's then going to be eaten for lunch. Because the game, I don't, like, actually, I do because I can easy enough check. Strafe, I can see your head turning just for the fact of, like, you know I'm transporting something you want to eat. Not happening. I was about to say, I don't know what second parrot is. Blended into the ground. See, if it was all farm animals, and I noticed my farm animals getting attacked, thankfully, hopefully it's not. Yummy, yummy. Then I would be like, great. And if that was the case, I would literally build that, but like do a double gate. Because in this case, I don't really need access to the pen. Like, if I can gain, like, having access to the chicken pen is not something I need. But it is a nice little thing if I do. Should I fill this all in? Probably. Am I going to? Probably not. Like, granted, there was like 5 of them. I filled like 2 of them in. I think I'll probably will just need a few, and time to literally go and go bye. I also think I might have given myself a new bow when I delete all my stuff. The reason the cobblestone's there is literally just to separate all of it, but annoyingly, it's like there's a spirit free space there, which will be for the Night Fury armor, Toothless's armor, but like I see at some point I might just make a second hideous Diploback like set of armor just so it's like I've got Astrids, I've got fish legs, I've got Snortlands, I've got the at the minute the twins. But like it'd be nice to say I've got Rough and Tufts. And besides it fill the bottom space in where you do. It's a case of I'd rather have spare than not have spare. Also, guys, this is like gonna be one of the more annoyingest things I do. So guys, let me know if any of you do remember the times where if you wanted to build like back up to like a thing, you had to, use like you had to make like a dirt staircase, and it wasn't necessarily a case of you had to make dirt staircase. You had to make a staircase in general, or make a pillar, and get ladders. See, doing 2 rows, and I've gone through more than I thought I would have. See, for some reason I turn out, like down the line, I don't like this. Future me, yeah, you're 100% using slabs. But I think using trapdoors was probably a nice choice. So, from the looks of it, I've done about half, and yeah, I've got 10 left. So that's basically a stack. So I will literally just need to take 10 off the list. But yeah, guys, in between episodes, I will be sitting at the iron farm, getting some more iron for the chicken pen, because that is something I want to get done next episode. Like, I've been doing, 3 weeks almost trying to sort a stupid chicken pen. Because that starts, stupid creeper. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Actually, I say stupid creeper as if I don't need creeper drops, and it's like, no, I do. Creeper drops are kind of handy. And that's the reason you put trap. Hello. Oh, I want to keep you as a librarian if I can. Guys, finding a librarian that sells like mending is super useful, because while it's a pain, 9 times out of 10 it'll be the only achievement, and only like mending and thorns 3 will be the only achievement, not the only thing from my armor that I never get. Or is that the pain just to get? Because I'll get thorns 2 and it's like, okay, I just need another thorns 2, or I just need 3 thorns 3. Because typically I will combine a couple sets of armor. Which is why I never fall on like netherite armor before like enchant and diamond armor. Because I know for a fact that before I even get to that part stage, I'm like, I'm gonna fall on, just be like, yep, this, and this. See, why I would classify this as being fine for the chicken pen, I'd rather the full thing done. Oh, there is. A miracle. Basically, the reason I said miracle is literally just a case of I wasn't expecting there to be any eggs. Why they have a small portion of grass that they can, you know, mess around in. Trev, what the hell have you destroyed? And why do I feel like I should thank you for doing it? For a second I thought a creeper was behind me. It's like, wait, if I just dodged it, it's like, no, I'm fine. So anyone who thinks I'm being mean, not letting the villagers willingly walk in and out of my house, first of all, it's bad enough when I had to share it with the mobs. It's bad enough I have to share it with the snow golems, which are getting moved. Come this time next week, hopefully, they will be moved. I'm also starting to run out of iron. The reason I'm not instantly going to making like a diamond one, it's like I don't have that many diamonds. And if you look at that now, I've got enough diamonds to basically make a full set of diamond armor. Like, I will do, like, it won't be done for a while just because it's not the fact of not wanting to use diamonds, it's the fact of, like, I don't really want to rush into it. Like, most people right now would have, like, full set of netherite armor, and I know I'm technically being slow. But I'd rather enjoy it. Like, I very easy enough could go and get a full set of netherite armor today. The reason I don't is quite simple. At the minute, I'm literally building. It's not a necessary thing, and iron's doing me good. A lesson I learned from the old world I did show off like 2-3, I think it was a couple months ago at this point, was sometimes just because you are slow. No. But yeah, sometimes just because like, you're taking something slow. Okay, that did kind of feel mean, but I also kind of had justified considering, guys, you put in consideration me shutting the gate on that one villager compared to the amount of times that same villager has willingly left my door open and willingly let mobs be able to walk in. Imagine if like the door was just left open overnight and like, you know, 3-4 creepers just wandered in during the morning. I'd get a blade creeper explosion to the face as a wake-up call. That's not how this tiger wakes up. Typically, he prefers to get waken up with a nice pork chop. But he will willingly take a nice cool, you know, chill bath. And by chill bath, I mean a nice little cool, you know, bit of swimming. Also, guys, I get it. Yeah, cats don't like water. This cat doesn't mind it. Or doesn't mind, you know, a nice little shallow bit of it. See, that's what I'm expecting. Like, no eggs at the minute, just because chickens are generally going to stick to, like, the grass, which is fine. I don't mind. I will 100% need to use seeds just to sort of get a motor here. If I had, you know, like 3 leads, I know it'd be mean. I'd just sort of like keep them like duct taped up to here. Because technically speaking, I could easy enough just go and sit. Go and sit at the iron farm and, you know, let it do its job for a couple of hours. Wouldn't be that hard. But at the same point, it'd be the rest of the stream. Also, I'm not that surprised at how I, you know, almost have 2 full stacks of Deadly Natter's scales. Yeah, I don't have a full stack of Gronkle or Hideous Zippleback. Not that surprised. Damn it! Out of my house. You know what, he'll walk out on his own, he won't be getting back in. He's barred. Now, have the berries some of them, yes. The reason I ask is because we're gonna go and, you know, spend, you know, say 20 minutes exploring. Just because I got done what I needed to a lot quicker than I thought it was going to. Also, guys, yeah, I do keep forgetting that I have cocoa beans. Because technically speaking, the first farm that I sell up, which I'm counting to be true, because most of the farms are going to look like this, which aren't the most practical things in the world, I know, but I think they look nice. Now, I do take strafe a lot. You know what? We'll take Flare. As soon as it turns day. Now, am I slightly messing up my chances? From what I've seen, because I've looked into it, apparently not. Come on, Flare, let's go flying. I'm gonna be so annoyed if it just turns out that he was just sleeping in this forest. But yeah, this is a portable oven. Now, why I'm not the biggest fan of how they walk, I do kind of like how they fly. We do live close to an ocean monument. Note that for future knowledge. But yeah, I'm not the biggest fan on how like these things like walk, because to me it looks kind of goofy, like they've just got their wings stretched out and they're just walking like this. It's kind of accurate how they walk in the show, and I can't speak for a live action movie, and I can't I can't like say for the movies either because I'm not 100% sure. Like, if I come all the way out here, find toothless, and it's like, shit, I don't have fish. First of all, I have a fishing rod on me. Second of all, I would 100% be like, guys, I don't give a shit whether any of you are going to whinge. I'm getting this thing now. Guys, I'm technically walking because the stamina bar's going up. But at the same point, it looks like flying. It's not the first time I've seen it. Striker class, Night Fury. See, annoying, location is unknown. I'd wish it had a few set spawns. From what I've seen, a few people have found them like in potential caves, up mountains, in snowy biomes. See, I'm presuming that there's probably only one Toothless. But in all fairness, I have no idea. Also, why I do willingly admit, putting red on a red dragon wasn't the best idea in the world. I do kind of think it still does look kind of nice, because you can still see the pattern. On the back of a dragon, flying for miles is not the worst thing in the world. But under most circumstances, coming all the way out here would be annoying as anything. See, this I consider a nice, decent, like, potentially a nice, decent build area. Because like, you got the flat surface, you've got like multiple terrain things, and it does overall look nice. I wouldn't want to, because I like the flat area where I live, and I like my house. Is this the... Yeah, okay, so guys, basically what happened when looking for the snow dog was I travelled all the way down here, and it's like, oh great, turns out I could have just, done 2 trips in one. Because I went like the, as I said, northwest, east and south. Like, I went north from the front of my house all the way down to here. So listen, like, I found the dogs that spawn in this biome like behind, like towards the back of the house. I'm not surprised Danganronpa would spawn in this place. It's like stone heaven. That also looks like a really nice place to like build because it's got a nice little pool area. Also, guys, I'm probably not flying all the way back either. I am probably jumping from a stupid height. Like, one hand, I really want to find like Toothless. On another hand, I'm starting to question, is it 100% worth it? Like, spending hours. To be fair, this just reminded me of like shiny hunting on Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Okay, I'm slightly more surprised for Sandy Beach, but it makes some more sense. Because, guys, like, Sword and Shield were the first Pokemon games I'd ever played. And at some point, I might play a couple Pokemon games on like stream. Or I might basically just go over a case of talking about like favourite Pokemon games. And like my team for all of them. Granted, some of them I know, because some of I can easy enough check from like first teams. But then there's regions like Galar where it was my only Pokemon game for a good while, because at the time it wasn't the only Pokemon game on the Switch. There was Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, which I didn't have. I don't know if I didn't know about them or I just didn't. I know I just didn't have them, but like I don't know if it's because I didn't know or not. No idea what that was about. But yeah. So for a good while, Galar was my only Pokemon game, which meant when I was in the mood to essentially replay through Pokemon, it was meant replaying for that. But like I know of at least 4 members I used on our team. Actually, I know of at least 5. There was the Eternatus that I did use. I will, if I mention it, I'm not 100% sure if I will, but if I do, I will re-mention it. There was the Eternatus that I used because first Pokemon game, and why I don't think Leon is an annoying battle, it's like, oh my god, how do I beat him? Then there was Cinderace, my favourite Starlet, Bolton and Dreadnought, and there was also Noctowl. Now the reason Noctowl was on the team was because at the time, and I don't think like set like this anymore, but at the time it was like, I think I had that as a Rookie D that I got from one of the early raids. Go all the way to a Noctowl's version, it's like, why on earth would I want this really like weaker bird when I could have like this thing? In reality, Corviknight I would say is probably 100% better. Like 3-stage evolution, which might be a bit more annoying, but like it's also a steel type. Also, one of the only Rookie D and Coruscant are like one of the only single type flying types that aren't a legendary. Because there's Thundurus, if I'm not mistaken, that is pure flying. because most birds gain the normal type. But yeah, there was those ones. I can't think of anyone like any others. And then there's still like Omega Ruby Alpha because they're the only Hoenn games I played through. I played through Blaziken. I had a Gardevoir on my team. I had a Swallow on my team, and I had like the Mega Latioses, Mega Latis. I had the blue one on my team, and that's all I can remember from that team. But I know I had a full team of 6. I think I also potentially might have had a Mega Manectric because I wanted to use one in a playthrough on like X and Y, and Google was completely wrong with them because I think it was in like X. I was told it does, but you can only get Houndoom, so I used it in Y. But Megastone is in X. But yeah, but then there's some games like my first playthrough of Sinnoh, which was in Brilliant Diamond. I know my full team because I was like, oh my god, I really like Ash's team. Oh my god, this is the mountain I went to get the. No, it's not. But it's Legolas, and it's like, no. It's like, I was like, oh my god, I really like Ash's team, but like, I want to use Luxray instead of Pikachu. Which was my first team for that. And guys, the way I did it was because there was no normal way to get like a secondary until you beat the league. And my Gliscor situation did bug me because it's like, I want to use Gliscor, but you can't in those games until you've beat the league. And in Brilliant Diamond, Shining and Pearl, Cynthia is annoying. She has a competitive team where you can't. She has a fully competitive team, you don't have stuff to make one. Because a lot of the stuff you need is apparently locked behind like post-game stuff, and a Pokemon YouTuber who I watch called MJTV was like, yeah, great for a post-game battle, but for your initial battle where you can't make one. And I do agree with most people's complaints, like, Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl start off as easy as anything, then go, yeah, we should rotate training wheels off. And then instantly go, yeah, we're going to instantly chuck you into the deep end, where you've had no experience, and just say good luck. Like, not joking. I was now about to walk back to normal. But yeah. And then there's like things like through Sinnoh, like through Platinum, I know what my team was. But like if I was to do it, it wouldn't be a case of my first team in every main Pokemon game, it'd be my first team in every region. Because like half of them I know what it was, and some of them I can't. Like Pokemon X, I don't know what my first team was. I don't fully remember what my second team was, which was in Y. But in those cases, I roughly know what they were. Like I think it was like things like Greninja, Charizard. I think there was a couple of things, and back then, my Greninja moveset was the same. I think I had like a bad moveset for Greninja. Because a mistake that I made back in the early day was like, more fire type. Like, it's a dumb mistake I made. But it's like, more fire type moves mean the bell is better, but it's like, pure fire type. I only need to be using fire type moves on this thing. I wasn't thinking coverage. Because at the time, it's like, I had Ember, Flame Charge, Pyro Ball, and then I had Bounce. These days, it's either Electro Ball if I need the coverage, but typically it'd be something like double kick or high jump kick, bounce, Pyro Ball, and Flame Charge. Flame Charge to boost up the speed, and then Pyro Ball when I need the more power. But like these days, like I don't make the same mistakes of being like, oh, I need more stab coverage. I am gonna spend a few, like, probably I'd say 15 more minutes trying to see if I can. No, they're just mobs. But yeah, guys, there are some regions where I know what my first teams were in all of them. It's like in Unova, I know exactly what my first team was because currently my team that I'm currently using in Unova. Because up until Christmas, kind of, Christmas last year, like I think it might have just been before Christmas. Actually, no, it was Christmas. Last Christmas, there was a group of Pokemon. There was a Diamond Pearl, Diamond Pearl because I previously bought Platinum, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Black and White, and then Black and White 2 that I didn't have, and you can have all like they still function on the 3DS because I didn't think instead of spending a few quid on CEX, why not buy them on the Nintendo 3DS store before it shut down for like 10 quid? Because I bought Crystal on that and I played through, got up to the Shining Gyarados, but then transferred that to my first copy of Pokemon Sun. Like a lot of Pokemon games, it's like I know what my first teams are because I can check my first teams because I've not gone back and replayed through those regions. But like Aurus, I love playing through, and I'm more than happy to replay for them at least once or twice a year. X and Y I loved playing through. Galar I loved playing through. Sinnoh wasn't the worst playthroughs I've done, because I've played through Diamond's the only game on for Sinnoh I've never played through. Because Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl I played through both. Don't ask me why. Because those were my first games in Sinnoh, because at the time I didn't have access to Platinum and all that lot. At the time I don't think I'd had a 3DS. But when I got a 3DS I got XY, Aurus, Sun and Moon, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. So it basically took my Pokemon games from just being Sword and Shield and Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee to actually doubling it. But yeah, so the Pokemon conversation, I might go into a few of it in detail and further in the future. I will willingly admit, this is probably not the best strategy in the world. I wouldn't be that annoyed if it was just a case of here's some Pacific coordinates that you need to fly to. See, something I do literally just want to double check because I've typed it in and can't see nothing. I know I'm in the menu, it's just like, here you have the scales, plus the books. The Book of Dragons, the Rider Guide, that's the Quarry book. But what I want are the spawn eggs because... Okay, there is. I did not know that. See, guys, all honesty, when I've been saying, guys, I can't cheat it in and all that lot, like, I did not, like, I thought I couldn't because I typed it in, nothing came up. Like, I'd rather find them on stream just because it's going to be a case of, okay, you have legitimately found it, but I know if I don't, especially now after I've pointed out the fact there is, like, an actual egg, it's going to be like, did you though? And quite frankly, it's getting to a point where it's like, do I care? Bye-bye. And for, like, the reason that, like, I willingly will, it's like, oh no. He's back. As if I went nowhere. I am quickly going to go and explore this way for a tiny little bit. Deadly seems to love this area. I don't know why. See, guys, if I don't find it during this stream, what I probably will do is adventure so far, like, both ways in between stream. And, you know, like, whether I do it before next, I have no idea, because it's like, how long am I going to spend at the iron farm? And, like, how many days do I want to, like, willingly do it? But again, on the back of a dragon, looking isn't too bad. Especially when you've got less damn maxed out, which I believe 10 is. Guys, if I just fly past that thing, I'm going to be so annoyed. Basically, guys, on Discord, there's a group, me and a group of mates who have, like, and they basically did it because why most of us have a decent selection of social media, like things like Snapchat and Instagram. Drive Scotty and I think someone else only have things like Discord and like Facebook Messenger, like Facebook Messenger has been able to message people. So a mate, Blue Ninja, was like, you know, just make a Discord group, and he did, and he chucked all of us. He chucked a group of us in that went to games nights. Wolfus then somehow ended up getting chucked in there. Lord Reno also got put in there, but that was because of like me and someone else from games night basically sent him invites. I remember this. It's where I thought I lost a couple dogs. Okay, maybe it was this way then. Who knows? But yeah, so like he's messaging that Discord group chat to basically the only person responding to him was Lord Iridian, and it's like, great. And guys, to simplify it, you've all heard Wolfus' voice before now. He's a little bit chaotic at points. Like, I think I would trust a grenade where I pin a lot more than I would him not to cause trouble. And then he's speaking to Lord Iridian, which is someone else who it's like, great. Although, to be fair, I don't see that much trouble that either one of them could actually get into. Also, guys, this is going to be a slightly longer episode. Just for the fact that now that I'm on that groove, I kind of want to keep the groove. Although something I do want to find, like, see, when I was originally exploring on the back of Strafe, I had to stop like every 30 seconds because Strafe had bad stamina back then. Because dragons start on like 0. Getting them to 10, like getting the rest of my dragons up to 10 wasn't too bad. But with Strafe, it felt like hell. It literally felt like I was, you know, clawing at my own eyeballs. Way too much of an exaggeration, but the point is that it felt painful. Yeah, I don't think it was that bad now. Ah, Monstrous Nightmare. Like, guys, I would typically be like one of those people that's like, the episode's not ending until like Fine Toothless, and it's like, hold on, wait a minute, I can't do that. For 2 reasons. I can't willingly waste several hours tonight not sleeping trying to track down this son of a bitch. Because, like, I've got stuff to do that I want to get done at a decent point tomorrow, and then, like, I don't want to be rushing around tomorrow. There's, like, I need to pop out and sort something in the morning. I need to jump in the shower tomorrow. It's like, and then out in the afternoon, I also want, like, an hour or so where I'm not, like, where I can just rest. Because, guys, why games night doesn't sound that bad? Something I realised last week was, holy shit, it's 11:30 and I feel like I'm falling asleep. Now, this is the same person who back in high school willingly pulled for the most part an all-nighter, because I think it was Because me and a couple of mates decided to stay up until. Well, they stayed up all night. I stayed up until, like, I think it was like 4:30, 5 in the morning, and then got a couple hours of sleep. I full on know if he is down there, I'm not going to find him. But yeah, like, back in high school, like, two mates, between me and one of them, another mate me and another, was stayed up until, they pulled all night, or I stayed up until like 4 or 5. I think it's like 4:30, maybe 5 o'clock I stayed up until, because, like, guys, I'm coming off, I need at least a couple hours of sleep before school. Bear in mind, I think I woke up at like 7:30, which was the time, no, would have been about 8 I woke up, so saying like 5, 5:30, 6 potentially, and gotten a couple hours sleep would still potentially be accurate. Because guys, I was that one person who was like, it's 8 o'clock, I don't need to move. Then realised, oh shit, it's 5 to 9, I should probably shift. Well, Flair sure seems to be enjoying this flight. It does, that's kind of nice. Wenderman and Rain. I'm assuming the Enderman probably would just teleport to the Nether. Or the end. Guys, I think clearing the weather is not the worst thing in the world, and I don't think it's that bad. But what is kind of cool is I'm pretty sure this is the icy mountain that I found. At least it looks like it. It's like as soon as it turns down, 100% heading back. Again, this is kind of a relatively nice place. I'm seeing loads of like nice building places, and it's like, would I want to build here? Well, here's a problem. Now, guys, no one saw a thing. Oh my god, the Night Fury! It's so amazing! Can't believe we'd found it. Yeah! For now, you sit there. Guys, we found him! We found Toothless! This is what it's just going to turn out. It was actually in my backyard all along. Guys, the reason I did do what I did was because, quite frankly, no one wants to see me spending the next 20 episodes trying to search for the son of a bitch. Yeah, the Toothless. Now, I was going to, but I want to spend, like, say, 30 seconds just flying with Toothless. Move them down just so I can. Now, that was the dragon armor. Now, what did I need to make the saddle? Iron plus 3 leather. Do I have 3 leather? Because I have 3 iron. Granted, not happy about not having much iron left. How much leather is it? 1 iron. Never mind. I need the leather anyway, so what I am going to do is just sort of say 2. 1. 2. We're also going to add the red onto the back of Toothless. It's like, wait, Is it how much in it? It's like, okay, so that's not too bad. I previously made the dragon armor because at the time it's like, I need to make 4 sets. Turns out, no, I was wrong. How much red? Yeah, I'm gonna make a spare. The reason I'm making the spare is because it's like, chuck the spare in there. Go chuck on some very nice raw beef to cook. And paint you. Add the saddle and then the armor. Look how magnificent he looks. Whee! It's like, guys, Toothless is probably one of my favorite dragons. Now, there's probably only... See, Toothless is probably my favorite dragon. But if I had to pick one to own... I'd want to own a Vermilion. Now, why, I don't know whether it would be fully possible or fully possible to ride them. But in Race to the Edge, they were like these really cool double attack dragons that defended their own. They kind of have like a similar design to like raptors. And I love raptors. Like in Ark, why I might never use a raptor for like travel, I always end up taming a few. Strafe, I am so sorry. Same to you, Flair. Holy! We tell no one. See, I don't know why I was expecting anything less than something that's literally called a plasma blast. But yeah, guys, like, I didn't want to spend the next, like, who knows how many episodes just going, Night Fury, nope, Night Fury, no, no, no. Obviously, I would have preferred to find him normally, and not through the secret arts of, mystery finding. Damn it, I don't have a shovel. It's like, I don't know fully where I stand. It's like, hold on, no, I know roughly where I am. But he looks so cool. Granted, I think he probably looks better without the armor on, but they are so much stronger with the armor. Fine, you get a fish. Although what it does mean now, having 5 dragons having 5 different diets, is I got 5 dragons with 5 different diets. But Toothless does definitely feel a lot faster than most. Like, I get why he's such a pain to find, because this feels better than having a Glide and Elytra. Like, granted, why I still want to get one, just because it's like, Toothless, separate! We can go do-do-do. But this is definitely what it felt like with Strafe. Strafe is my deadly nada. See, I would say hopefully in the next episode I'll have them all name tag, but I need an anvil, and I want to get the hoppers done first. I also like how the fact of just like Toothless walks like a normal drag. Like Toothless is one of the few one of the only dragons in this add-on that does walk normally. And by normally walks like an animal on 4 legs. He does dive bombs. See, because then I don't want this episode to be too long. Stay like this for 30 seconds. I will try and level up Toothless potentially in between episodes. Did they despawn? I've been scammed. Technically. Toothless sleeping. Now, Flare, you love Rotten Flesh. I saw Rock Smash when I was flying over. It's like, where is he now? Rock Smash, do you like andesite? You do. Also, guys, I'm saying it now, we're gonna try and make the Toothless armor in the next episode, because you need like 24, considering it's like the same recipe to make normal armor. It's like boots is the only thing I could make. But like, I want to try and get a good few first. He was a good Toothless. But yeah, I'll try and get Toothless flight up between like episodes. But again, I have gone on so long. Like typically this is what would happen like if I hadn't slept for a few days. See, what annoyingly but kind of cool is I will get into a groove where I'm talking, enjoying streaming a lot, or enjoying making content. And I'll be like, hold on, wait a minute, I've gone for a lot longer than I normally would have, like... But yeah, guys, so this is Tiger signing off. The thumbnails for the last this stream, last two will be changed. Hopefully after this, but like one of, I think not last, maybe not last ones. Yeah, okay, the last three, including this, because just because when I went to change them, like it was like, and it's like, do I really want to go down and for custom? And it's like, maybe I probably will for this, but who knows? This is Tiger signing off. Hope you enjoyed. If you're new around here, please like and subscribe. Should have said it earlier, but again, it's Tiger signing off. Bye.